that I'll be reading tonight is Proclaiming Failure. So, the first piece is called Angry Bitch, or Queer, or Cunt. Actually, I don't trust that up there. Can you hold that? Okay. An aggressive, blind, bleeding heart, hyper-radical, unnecessary, reactionary, irrational feminist. The fact that no matter what I say, or how I say it, you will find an adjective to dismiss me. So, let's run it down. When my dad called my mom a cunt, I knew my vagina was bad. When my uncle called my dad a pussy, I knew my vagina was bad. When my sister gagged at the sight of red on my panties, I knew my vagina was bad. But let's run it all the way down. In 1920, with the passage of the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, women did not gain the right to vote. White women gained the right to vote. In 1956, in order to ensure the safety of American wombs, contraceptives were tested on Puerto Rican wombs. The sterilization of black women and brown women and poor women and crazy women and promiscuous women in order to prevent what Teddy called race suicide. J. Marion Sims, the father of American gynecology, gets a statue in Central Park for fixing the fistula by experimenting on the bodies of slaves. The first hydrogen bomb, tested on Bikini Island, Hawaii, without the knowledge, consent, or removal of its people, produced and is producing babies born with no legs, arms, or heads. Jellyfish babies, the mothers call them. Neo-slavery in the form of private prisons carried out through genocidal policies to funnel people of color into prison cells the size of your bathroom to produce your Nike sneakers. Let me be clear here. You do not like my feminism because it forces that you recognize the role that you play in the system of oppression. That word needed to be drawn out anyway. Okay. In the system of oppression. My mothers built a ladder to privilege out of the backs of other mothers. So, let's let it all hang out. Let it be spiteful, catty, bitchy, dykey, frustrated, crazy, frigid, ridiculous, bitter, embarrassing, slanderous, pure, intuitive, low down, unadulterated liberation. And let me address the women left unconvinced of feminism. Let me address the women left unconvinced of feminism. The illusion of power you get when you run hand in hand with your oppressor. Cling on for that one last chance at validation, ladies. Oh yes, many women are very invested in white capitalist individualist patriarchy. All that it means to be accepted is that you get to put your oppression down onto somebody else. Reinstituted domination by another name. So, pause. Okay. Their American dream, reflected back through cracked glass mirror, is our American nightmare. But there exists somewhere in each of us a moment of such intensity that we will reach the apex of madness. We will rip off our ignorance, divest ourselves of any last remaining privilege that is necessarily tied up in someone's oppression, and finally reach something that is the other side of anger. Something that would not dare define itself in man or white.